Hey Carolina, it's Crystal. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I will do it kind of like I did the Lightroom, where I refer back to the one that I've already edited, so you can kind of see um, the final result. And as I go, I can kind of go with what I've already done. First thing I'm gonna do is browse in Bridge. Select the picture, double click on it. I went into, this is Camera Raw. I opened it in Camera Raw, and then I edited in Camera Raw. The only thing I did was these settings over here. I turned your highlights all the way down, your shadows at plus 56, clarity at plus 11, vibrance at plus 22, and then you want to open image. The next thing I did was get rid of this lady that's here. I find her to be an eyesore, so I removed her. And yes, that is her here. So I just used my clone stamp. First thing I did was create a new layer. Then I went to clone stamp. And I just, if you hold down Alt, you can sample the area that you want to clone. So Alt, and then I just kind of, I think I started over here, just somewhere on this gray thing that the statue's on, that she's standing on. And then I just started, here's the grass, and I just kind of went along with the picture with what was here to just go along. Now you're going to want to take more time probably to make sure that you get this, you get it really good, especially since you're submitting it for a contest. But this kind of gives you an idea of how I cloned this. I just keep kind of go in and keep working along to keep it, keep it along the same line of what's already there. And I'm finicky, so I'm gonna go in and clean this up just because that's how I am. And just kind of clean up here where her feet were at. Okay, and then I'm gonna get her. What I did, I just kind of clone stamped. I think this is a ship over here, but I can't really tell, and once you black it out, you're not gonna really be able to tell anyway. So I just kind of took it and I went all the way across with it just to get her out of here, because I just think she's such an eyesore standing there pulling on her hair. I'm not sure what she's doing. And then over here I just kind of went to the water and took the skyline and just kind of stretched it across her. I just wanted to get rid of it and get rid of her. And of course you're going to probably do a better job than what I'm doing right now. Excuse me, I'm going to switch. So then you're just going to sorry, I've got menus popping up. And I find I'm using my drawing tablet, so that's helping me kind of edit this a little bit faster. I love this thing. And then I'll click, and then just kind of what I did there. Everything is being slow. I'm using my hotkeys, and for whatever reason, it pops up those menus every time I use my hotkeys. My shortcut keys. And you may even be able to just take this water here if you want. Gotta wait for this to catch up. And just swipe it. And just swipe it all the way across just to get rid of her. Again, this looks terrible because I'm doing it in a quick edit because I've only got a limited amount of time on this. I'm just gonna swipe it and just get rid of it. Okay, so that's not how I did it. I kind of did it what I did earlier, but I just did that for now because it's really bothering me. But anyway, okay, so the next thing I did was a levels panel. 11, 64, 248. I went to my levels and I set this at, this was 11.68 and 248. And then what I did is I selected this layer mask, went over to my brush, color, foreground color black, and then I just simply size this down a little, painted over the statue. And you want to do this tediously too because you don't want to get a haloing effect around the statue. Because that would, then you would tell that it was edited. I've heard several people say the best edited photos are the ones that don't look like they're edited. And I must agree with that. Okay. Okay, so you can see over here where I have edited this photo. Now, what I'm going to do is create, I'm going to swap back to the other one. Next thing I'm going to do is this curves here. See where my curve is set. If you double click on this, it pops up the window, and anytime you can go back and adjust it. But I have this set at 20 input. And this one is set at 253 for my white. Okay, so go back over here. And I'm going to curves. Drag this to 20. And this one was at 253, which wasn't much of an adjustment. Okay, and then I click on my layer mask, foreground, actually for this one, because I reversed it, click on the layer mask, make sure it's highlighted, you hit Control-I. What that does is that inverts the mask. So what that means is anything that you did in the curves is currently not visible. So in order to make that visible, you paint over the area you want it to be visible. So I'm switching my foreground color on my paintbrush to white, and then what I'm going to do is go in and I will paint over the statues. What this did is it darkened them up a little bit because I felt that they were too light for as dark as the sky was, and I wanted them to kind of blend in a little bit better. And I actually, with this one, I kind of went over the outside edges because I wanted to blend where I may have went off of my mask a little bit for the layers. So you'll see here, I'm just kind of quickly, and you'll see how that kind of blends that together better. Okay, so you can kind of see before and after, and I think it adds a little bit more. And the opacity on this, I had it set at 43 because I didn't like how dark it was. So actually I'm just gonna set that to 43. And you can see how it just pops a little bit. It just darkens it up and makes it blend a little bit better. Alright, I've got 5 minutes to go. Let's see how quick we can do this. Alright, for the layers, layer 2. This is a high pass filter. This is how I sharpen all of my images. It will look better when you do it on the original image. It just looks crappy on mine because I'm dealing with a low resolution image. So for this, what you want to do is hold down at the same time Control-Alt-Shift-E, and that makes a stamp visible layer. What that means is it copies everything that you did before and make an entirely new layer with the exact same settings. So if you see you click it on and off, it doesn't change. That's because that's what it did. It made a stamp visible layer. Okay, so for this, you go to Filter. I'm going to talk fast. Go to Other, High Pass, set the radius at 3.9 pixels. Click OK, and then you want to desaturate this level so it doesn't mess with any of your colors. So Control-Shift-U, that unsaturates it. Set your layer to overlay, and then you want your opacity. You can adjust your opacity based on the raw file. For this one, I set it at 34 just because it's poor quality to begin with. And then the next thing I did was I created my, I'm going to ignore this level because I was getting rid of a line that was driving me crazy, which you see it, it's there. It's probably not in your original image. I just heel brushed it out. Okay, so the next thing I did was create a black and white layer. These were the settings that I used. 65, minus 17, 30, minus 139, 59, and 30. So we'll go here, create black and white layer. It was 65, minus 17, 30, minus 139, minus 139. Okay, that set it to black and white. And then the last thing I did, I went to Filter up here at the top. I think there's another one you can do, Filter. No. Actually, sorry, that was wrong. Go to your adjustments down here, and then I went to Photo Filter right here. Photo Filter. Warming. This is the color that I have it set to. You can see it D58900. Type that in. That'll give you that color. Density set at 25%. Preserve luminosity. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. Warming filter 85. Just do that. Don't mess with anything else. Density 25. Preserve luminosity. And voila. There's the warming filter. And that is it. If you have any questions, hopefully I won't be able to answer them now, but anyway, there you go. I hope this helps. Talk to you later. Bye.